Representative Pinto, House File 2976. Representative Pinto, I'll move your bill, unless one of you folks would like to move your colleague's bill.
What is it first?
I'll move it.
It's a good bill.
Attempting to hire a minor for prostitution, penalties increased. All right, Representative Schoen, move House File 2976 to be referred to
Thank
the
you.
General Register. Do you have any amendments?
No amendments.
No amendments. Okay, Representative Pinto, go ahead with your testimony.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, members of the committee. Under current state law, buying sex from a minor is a felony, and the sentence increases as the age of the victim decreases. For example, buying sex with a 12-year-old results in a higher sentence than buying sex with a 17-year-old. Until last year, the crime had to involve an actual minor. There could not be an undercover officer involved. Representative Quam had a bill that fixed that problem so that now an undercover officer can be used. But unfortunately, there was an important point that was missed, which was that the change in sentence, so the sentence increases as the age of the victim decreases, that got omitted from the bill. So this simply adds that escalation of sentence as the age of the victim drops, simply added that to the bill. So this way, the penalty for buying sex from a minor of a given age would be the same whether there's an actual minor involved of that age or whether in fact an undercover officer is used, and then there's not a need to have an actual child involved, which of course is the best way to do this. So, Mr. Chair, I have a testifier here on the bill.
Sir, if your name and organization, go ahead.
Mr. Chair, members of the committee, my name is Sergeant Grant Snyder. I'm the lead detective with the Minneapolis Police Department. I'm the one that created the Guardian Angels operation that we've been doing for about the past 2 years in the state of Minnesota. With regard to this particular law, I provided testimony last year when we repaired 609324 so that it would reflect the language appropriate to include an undercover officer acting in the capacity, posing as an underage girl. That's me, by all intents and purposes. I'm the one out there posing as a 15-year-old girl. I apologize for the creepy visual you guys can have to live with for the rest of the day. And you can imagine their surprise when they meet me at the door. But what's important about this is that in the process of doing this for the past 2 years, we've arrested somewheres upwards of 135 men. This year alone, we're on track to arrest over 250 because we've increased the number of operations that we're doing, and we're doing them statewide. So that if we post an ad on Backpage, and that ad runs for a period of several minutes, we probably will receive, within about 10 minutes, about 40 responses to that ad. Over the course of a day, we'll probably communicate with somewhere between 100 and 150 men. Of that, somewhere around 12% will actually show up at the door, knowing that they're going to have sex with an underage girl. It's very important to recognize that the demographic, as that age drops, that demographic changes as well. There is a fundamental difference between an offender who's willing to show up and have sex with a 12-year-old and a person that's willing to show up and have sex with a 15 or 17-year-old. What I'm proposing here in support of Representative Pinto's legislation is simply that the law reflect the realities of who those offenders are and make sure that the penalties are appropriately conditioned to reflect that reality as well.
Okay, thank you for your testimony. Any questions from the group here? Okay, any closing statement, Representative Pinto?
Mr. Chair, thank you for your support, members of the committee as well. Appreciate it.
Okay, good bill. Representative Pinto, House File 2976. Chair will move to refer to the General Register. Representative Schoen, you were the original motion maker. You want to move the bill?
Yep.
Okay, Representative Schoen moves 2976 to the General Register. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed?
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Okay,